Joanne come and see me. Kim come and look for me. Please, don't let Mani go. You will suffer. Sad. I heard already, Lama, if I let her go, it's my fault. So
they were thinking of me.
I think of you, take care of you. Do take care, no good. Do take care. I said, you have to take care. What is this, boy? I said, nothing. Go. I said, go. After that, really can make it, right? This one not easy. Commando train, they all say this one. A lot of staircase, different steps.
Oh, this one is impossible.
Cannot be one, cannot make it.
I never thought I could make it.
Okay, now you.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, miracle.
Actually, it's a miracle.
Okay, now you explain to them what is the miracle.
Actually, Kim and Jess are very good friends of my husband and I, and they have actually been asking us to go to Bali 3 years ago when they first started it, and for some reason or other we just couldn't make it. So every time when they ask, I have an excuse to give. Something will happen and I cannot go. My mother will be sick, I have to look after her, or this and that. So finally this year, actually I cannot go. Definitely I cannot go because my maid had gone back to Jakarta. She was ill. Her father was ill, so I sent her back. So I was the maid in the house. I didn't bring in any maid yet because she said she would come back in January. So I told Kim, cannot, I am doing the helper's job. How can I go to Bali and who's going to look after my boys? My sons are with me, my sister and all that. I said, I can't come. Then I went to meditate and I spoke to Sai Baba and I asked him, I said, I feel like I want to go, but my other side says, don't go, so you tell me what to do. So he gave me the reply, go. Go. And I said, so you will take care of my house? Don't worry. I never said yes, but said don't worry.
So you under meditation?
Under my meditation. Yeah.
Answer come out.
Yeah, so he said go. Only the word go. Never say anything else, go. But you know, your human mind never accept straight away what they tell you. You have to ask some more questions. So you look after my family? I asked. That's when he said, you just go. That's it. No? So then I messaged Kim and said, I'm coming, and Joanne also, I told her I'm coming. That was so fast, you know. I myself didn't believe that I was going to go to Bali because that was not my plan. So things happen which are not your plan. You never plan. Because when I plan anything, it never happens. Yeah. So I'm not in control. There's a bigger power in control. So I just followed suit. So I didn't know what to expect when I went there because Joanne had warned me. Joanne is, I don't know whether you know Joanne. Joanne is also one of the older people who are with Master from Simpang Bedok. We all started in Simpang Bedok 2006, Kim? 2005. From then. So Joanne was very happy, but she told me, oh, you better bring this, you bring that, you bring this, because you've got so many things you have to overcome and all that. So I was already frightened. But I also pray to God and I say, okay, you be my guide.
Oh, Joanne frightened you, before you go. Wow.
No, she said, no, you don't go all the walking, you know, all that, to the waterfall, all that, you don't go, you know, because it's very dangerous. You cannot walk, you fall, then what will happen, you know.
You don't like that, no?
You care too much.
No, she's afraid. She knows my problem with my legs. So I said, okay, I won't go. If that is so, I won't go, but I will just go with the flow. So when I first entered the villa, wow, it was it's like I have come home like that. You know that I've gone a long journey and I've just finally come back to my house, my home. It felt very warm. You know, my heart felt very warm, and I felt good. You know, I was very worried because Bali, don't know water clean, food clean or whatever, everything, bathroom clean. I must have fallen asleep that easily. The moment the master said, lie down, go and rest yourself. The moment I'm ready, he said, well, I'm gone. I don't know that he has come to me and has been giving me energy while I'm lying down there. And after that, when we finish and then we go back and they say, go and rest. I go to the bed, I say, I'll just sit down and I will just rest. I'm gone. I don't know where I go, but the thing is, I'm sleeping. And all the days I got so much sleep, I think I've made up for all the years of sleep I've missed. So good sleep, you know, and it is a strange bed that I'm sleeping on. I cannot sleep on hotel beds and all that. I feel very, very strange. Usually I bring my own blanket and things like that, so that I feel that I'm like at home, you know. But this time around, I told Kim, I felt so good in the room, because she had Baba outside, the statue, and we had this chair there, and I felt his energy around, the divine's energy was all around the villa that we were in. Sometimes you don't feel like getting out of the room also, you know. And bathroom, I was so afraid that the bathroom I will not go to. First thing when I went to the villa, I went to inspect the bathroom. It was so clean and so nice. It's just made for me like that. Even though it's outside, it was very good. You know, it was. I had so many worries when I was on the plane. What if this went wrong? What if that went wrong? And so and Joanne was telling me this story, that story, and all that. So I was quite nervous actually. But on the whole, I felt that I had a very good trip, because it was more than what I expected. I had a thorough cleansing. I never wanted the cleansing because I never thought I needed that much of cleansing, you know. But 4 hours. Actually, I saw Master doing, what do you call this, hypnotizing. So he was hypnotizing everybody in our group. And then I said, okay, he said, come Mani, I hypnotize you. So I stood up and he tried to hypnotize. I'm so dull, you know, here, my third eye. He tried once, I couldn't go down. He tried second time, I just couldn't go down. So he said, never mind, you lie down. Shortcut, just lie down there, close your eyes, and then I will talk to you and see whether I can hypnotize you. But suddenly after that, he was telling me things, talking to me, and then I was going in deeper, and I was not hypnotized, but I know I was going to certain places that I didn't want to go to. Yeah, in my mind, you know what I mean. When you have things that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to bring it out, but it's there in your heart. So he was slowly bringing it out, and I couldn't stop it. I wanted to stop it. I tried to stop it. I was very, very strong. But at the end of 4 hours, after 4 hours, all these people were around me. All the 13 of us were around. They were giving me energy. Some were vomiting, some were coughing, some were doing so many different things. I was so stubborn. It just couldn't come out. I didn't know I was carrying so much of pain and sorrow inside of me, you know. So after that 4 hours, I think at the end I screamed so loud. I've never screamed like that before. I have a throat condition actually. Before this I was a teacher, so I had an operation on my vocal cords because of teaching, right? So I had polyps growing on my vocal cords, and they had to use a laser and burn the polyps. So my voice is not this is not my voice. This is already rough because of the operation. So I'm not supposed to shout or scream or anything. Oh God, that day I screamed so loudly that I couldn't believe myself. I was just screaming so much. So the divine was actually telling me, you think you cannot do all these things? I'll make you do it. You think you don't want to cry? You think you don't want to share your problems? Well, I'll make you do it. So I did it, you know, and I was surprised that I really, really brought out so much of pain. Actually, it was pain. So much of pain outside, because everybody was crying. Everybody around me was crying. I was crying. I couldn't cry anymore. I was so tired. I've never cried in my life like that, ever. Even childbirth, I've never cried. I have 4 children, but I've never screamed or shouted like that. I never cried when my husband died. I never cried at all, you know, in that way. Cried inside, but never cried outside. When my mother died this year, I didn't cry like that. But that day, when they were doing for me the cleansing, I cried like I never cried before. So much.
Deep, very deep.
Very deep, very, very deep.
Your heart pain. Heart
very painful. Yeah. So it was good. I felt like, you know, like when you burn in the fire and you come out, you become pure like that. You know, you feel like that. You feel that. I know that there's some more inside, but I think it's not that bad as it was before. Yeah, it was much better thanks to Master Kim and all these lovely women. You think, why did I come here to see them? Because I had that connection with them, you know. Otherwise, why do I come? I've already seen. Yeah, I'm connected to them, you know, in some way or another. Maybe in my previous life, they were friends of mine. Oh.
Your leg pain.
Yeah, my leg is painful because I got cartilage.
Your hand.
Yeah.
Your
neck. Yeah.
and
Yeah. Because I do today. Now I'm doing housework. You know, I have a helper, useless also, no use. She cannot do proper work. So I must do the work. I'm not happy with the work, so I have to do the clothes myself. I don't. I wash clothes now. You know, for 5 weeks I've been doing that. So my arms all ache very badly. So what to do? I'm just waiting for my helper to come back in January. So what more can I say? I want to go back. That's the most important thing.
Second day you said you
Second
want to go
day
back.
already I told them I don't want to go home. I said I'm so happy here. You go home, you got so many problems you have to face. I'm a counselor, so I have got people coming to my house telling me their problems. So I keep all their problems inside here. I can't bring it out and tell anybody else because it's confidential. So you feel sorry for those children, the pupils that are children that I counsel and the people that you counsel, and you feel how to help them. All you can do is pray for them because their problems, some of them, unbelievable problems. I don't have that kind of problems, but listening to their problems makes me very sad because I can't help them fully, 100%. Because you can teach them what to do. You know, okay, you can do this, you can do that, but in the end they do exactly the opposite things. And they know it is wrong, but what to do, they cannot follow it. Maybe because the husband is abusive or the children is abusive, whatever. But somehow or other, they don't follow sometimes. When they don't follow, they get into problems. And then when they get problems, some of them just kill themselves. And then you feel responsible for that. You know, when you feel that responsibility, it hurts inside. And that I have to live with that. Because you think, oh, I could have helped the guy, but why didn't he listen to me? Why didn't he listen? I could have made him listen some more, but how to make a person listen if they don't want to listen? They don't want to follow that way, so that like that. So that's so much of pain that you carry with you, you know, as a counselor. And actually you shouldn't, but we are human beings, you know, we are not God, you know, that we just move away, push away all the problems. You tell me your story, I also will feel for you, right or not? If you tell me a story, I'll feel for you and I'll think how I can help you. And if I help you and then you don't follow that way and you go into the wrong way, then you get into trouble. And then I get hurt because I feel, yeah, I could have helped that person. Now you see he's dead or he's gone or something like that. So all the pain that you carry. So when I went there, I didn't feel the pain after the cleansing. The next day, we wanted to see the waterfall, right? Yeah, so Kim and Joanne had gone that night to tell Master, don't take money. So he said, no, must take her. So okay, then he asked me, I said, okay, no problem, I'll come. I didn't know what was waiting for me down there, right? Yeah, so I had a stick, walking stick, umbrella, you know, umbrella is like a walking stick, like that. So Master gave me that stick, walking stick. He knew I needed that when I was going down the steps. Hundreds of steps we went down.
More than that.
Well, very steep. One step is that high, you know, so you got to really jump. But I didn't mind it. I felt like I had an energy pushing me going down, and everybody was so helpful. One thing, we felt like a big family together. Everybody was helping everybody else. Nobody said, hey, I don't want to help her, why should I help her, like that. No such thing. Everybody was helping each other. Actually, the day before you did for me, I was doing for everybody else, right? I never thought my time would come. I never really thought that my time would come because I was helping so many, this person, that person cleansing, you know, do all the cleansing. But one thing I remember when I was doing the cleansing, I never surrounded myself with the golden light. So like one of those people I took on, because at home, when I went back to my bedroom, I can feel the pain of the person that I was doing cleansing, and I was crying at night for the person. Then I realized I forgot to surround myself with the golden light and the white light when I'm doing it, protect myself, you know. So sometimes you do things in a hurry, you must think first that you must protect yourself before you do that for somebody else. You're helping the person, yes, but help yourself first. So, so then when we went to that walk, and before going to the waterfall, the walk was unbelievable. The paddy field, you only can walk like this, you know. You cannot walk with your two legs like this. You got to walk. Remember, we were walking like that, and it was so slippery. And one time I fell inside the hole, yeah, because it was slippery. But I saw the next person also falling into the same hole. No? So not only I fell into the hole, but by the time we reached the waterfall, it was so amazing. The waterfall, Master will show you, so white the water. And when you go down and you sit down and have the water on your head, you feel like everything is being washed away. You can feel that sensation, no? You also want to cry at the time because you feel that, wow, I'm blessed to be able to get this water on my head so that I get all the cleansing done. You feel like all your negativity, all the bad things are getting out of your body, you know, like that. Many people there who were there also felt like that. And it was, thank you for the experience. Sorry, Kim, I didn't follow your advice. So it was a wonderful experience. After I came, after the waterfall experience, I never regretted coming to Bali. I was very happy. Actually, first day, second day, I was already very happy there. But this was a bonus, you know, for me to go to the waterfall, experience all that walking. We walked how many kilometers? We walked 5-6 kilometers? All the way?
About 4 kilometers.
Imagine me with my leg, I got my cartilage problem, you know, it's all worn out already. And I cannot walk, say, just from here to the end of the road without feeling the pain. But I was walking for that, up and down the staircase for so long, you know. How do you explain that? I can't explain that. My children don't believe me. That's why I'm going to show today the one, you know, to them, because they think I'm borak lah, you know, just blah blah to them because I want to go again, you see. So I said, really? I said, it's exactly like that. They can't believe it because they know how I used to struggle because I live in a 3-story house. So every time I go upstairs, I would say, Amma, ayo, I will go like that. I said, are you okay? So you went down there and you were climbing the steps? So I said, yes, I did. Okay, they don't believe. They think I'm pulling a fast one. I say, I want to go again. So I say, why you want to go and do another stunt? You say, ayo, Amma case. Anyway, I had a wonderful time. And I'm looking forward to going again. Next year, I will go. I will arrange my family things first, and then I will go. Because I think I benefited a lot from it. Very much so. Thanks to Kim and Master.
How about the villa? Need to improve anything?
Villa?
Need to improve.
The rooms are fantastic already. Everything is good. What do you want to improve some more?
I don't know, you can, huh?
For me, it is perfect. It's a wonderful place. Actually, can retire there, really, because it's so peaceful. You don't have any of the worries of the world, you know. You don't have to think about anything. You just be. That's all. You just be there. You don't have to think, because for Kim arranges for the food. Anytime, how many times you want to eat, also you can eat. Yeah, but you don't feel like eating because you have so many things to do. You know, the meditation, we do so many other things. You know, not that alone. Huh?
So in this trip, you also meet your student.
my student Xiao Ling. I taught her in 1992.
92.
92.
91 or 92?
Hey, you can't remember. How to? I'm a bad teacher, like, you know. Yeah. 91, 92.
90.
90, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
1990.
Yeah, I left in 92. Yeah. I went to Bendemeer secondary.
你为什么要发问他？你问他一下。王小姐有什么东西要问他？
你们还没去的人要发问。
要发问。Any?
This year no food. Next year.
Next year can.
This year a lot of things to do.
It's all the timing. Everybody has a timing, you know. When your time is right for you, you will go.
志强要问什么？
志强要问什么？
事先什么准备啊？
没有什么问啊，他很开心哦。
良心。
他都已经很开心。
After you have left all the baggages, right?
Yeah.
how do you feel?
You feel refreshed, you feel light, you don't worry so much, you don't think anymore already about all those things that you're carrying, you know. Sometimes even my friends tell me that the way I answer the phone has changed. Usually when people call me, I say, yeah. Now it's, hi, how are you? You know, that kind of vibrant feeling, you know, you get. You're alive,
More
energetic, you're alive, you feel that the world is such a wonderful place to live in. Previously I thought, when will I go to the other side, you know, waiting to go. Yeah?
The difficulties that you anticipated, what gives you the strength to overcome it?
The strength to overcome it. First of all, I have children, I have 4 children. So I need to live for my 4 children, right? I need to get out of this because they don't like to see me crying all the time. They don't like to see me sad all the time. So I told myself that I must come back a different person, a changed person with a different outlook to life. My outlook to life must be that I enjoy life. I never enjoyed life. Yeah, I never. No, I was always work, and more. I never sat still. I was always working.
Singaporean or
Yes, like that. So I didn't have
work,
I didn't enjoy my life.
Morning come work again,
Yeah.
sleep again.
That's
Not
why people
try
have
to
stress.
enjoy.
That is why you have stress and all these problems.
Working
Yeah,
for
yeah.
standing
Yeah.
too long.
Now it's so much better because I've released all my stress.
Come to do exercise.
Yeah.
Your leg do better a lot.
Yeah. Now you see, I
Lot
can stand
better.
and talk. Previously, I will have to hold like this, and then I will do that. I cannot walk all this distance. That's why after a walk, which Master took us to the waterfall, I can walk. That's,
You must go one more time.
no, I'll go many more times. No, I've decided that I will go, but I must
I
settle
go together.
all my things, make everybody happy in my house, and then I will go. Yeah, but it is definitely you must go and see for yourself and feel for yourself. I can only tell you what I felt. You might feel even something better, right? But it worked for me. It made me feel good. You don't go there looking for to make money or what, you know. You come back, you will become rich and all that. I don't want that. I just want peace.
Peace, happy.
Peace, to be at peace.
Your heart must want happy.
Yes, it must be happy. Yeah, because I don't think I've been very happy, really happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
you want is very, very happy.
Happy, yeah. Happy with
And
myself.
your family people, your son, your
Yes,
daughter,
yeah.
happy.
Because you worry about them all the time. Even though they are bigger, you still worry about them. Yeah, until they are settled and so on, then you will be happier. Yeah, this one gives you that happiness. Okay.
One more question.
Oh, sure.
Was there any,
Rent the house 2 story.
during your stay there, was there any doubts or any fear that you had? And how did you overcome that?
My doubts or fears.
Whether there's any doubt or fear,
About what?
whatever.
You see, when I went there, I wanted to get peace, right? I was told that it is a nice place and so on. But I never anticipated that I will get so much from it. I did have doubts. I did have doubts that how would it help me being there? But never mind, I'll take the chance and go. Since I'm given the green light by the divine, let me go. There must be something good for me. I went with a positive outlook. I always am positive, even though that I have a lot of negative things happening around me. I'm still positive. So when I went there, I was with a positive outlook here. So when you go with a positive outlook, positive things will happen for you, right? So I didn't expect such a good thing to happen, courtesy of Des and Kim and all my other friends down there. Yeah, I went there. He said, "Come and help cleanse everybody, do the cleansing for them." I did. Last was my turn. I didn't know. If I had normally, I wouldn't have allowed for that to happen to me, because I'm too strong to let go. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I wouldn't have allowed for that to happen. But the progression was so very smoothly. I just lay down because I wanted to try him to hypnotize me, but he couldn't hypnotize me because I was too strong. So he said, "Okay, you lie down. You take the shortcut." And that was the longest cut for me, because it took me to all different places which I never wanted to go. really to the real deep he went in. And went in, it was layer after layer after layer after layer. So each layer was stripped. You can feel it, you know, when you're down there and you're lying down. You have so many people around you, and you have no other choice but to accede to that, to just let the layers come out. Oh, yeah, I had no choice, you know. If I had my choice, I would say, get out. I don't want you to do this for me, because that means you'll be showing off my weakness, and I don't want my weakness to be shown, right? I have always been strong for everybody, you know. That's how I've lived ever since a child, yeah. So that day, it was like peeling an onion, you know, one by one, you cry. The onion, the layers come out, and after that, you know, my solar was so fully blocked, and I know that I give myself energy every day. I know that, but I didn't know how to go about getting rid of everything, because you only can get rid of so much at a time. But 4 hours, Kim really went through hell with me that day. Even while I was lying down, I told Kim, enough Kim, no need anymore, don't suffer for me, don't suffer for me. She said no, she was very firm, you know, very, very strict voice. She said no, you keep quiet, I'll do. And she went on, you know. And again halfway I was like, Kim, enough Kim, don't suffer for me, don't do this, enough. She said no, right to the end. You know, going on and on. It was
Lucky
raining,
also coming.
and the dog came and licked my leg. You know, there's a dog called Lucky, and I'm scared of dogs, you know. And it came to me while I was lying down and licked my foot at the bottom. If I was just sitting down there, I think I would have run the other way, you know, with the other end of the villa. But all this had to happen. But when I was lying down, I did see the deities standing up. Kuan Yin, my husband, and my mom, and Sai Baba. But there were the other little girl, Peggy saw two more, but I don't know who it is. I couldn't see, because my eyes were closed. They had covered it. So in my third eye, I could see these people standing there, the deities. But two, I couldn't recognize who they were. But my husband and my mom were there, looking very young and smiling, you know. So I was wondering, wow, you are smiling and I'm suffering here. Yeah, so that's how it was. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, one question. Sister asked you, so how you feel now you say you live in 3 stories?
Yeah.
So how you feel now every day got to climb up?
I don't, my third story was where my master bedroom was. I don't go to that story. I given it to my eldest son. I don't want to stay there, up there, because I miss my husband, so why do I want to stay in the same room? So the whole room is changed to modern colors for young boys' colors. All these colors, like ours is very simple, pink or no, green and or blue. He had grey and don't know what colors. You choose whatever you want to do. I don't want to say, I don't go up there. So I've taken down one more floor. I've taken my daughter's room. My daughters are in Hong Kong. I have twin daughters, so they are working in Hong Kong. So I use their rooms down there. So I don't have to go up.
So how you climb up and down now?
Just from the ground floor
How
to
you
the
feel
second.
now your legs?
Much better.
Much better. Okay.
Much better.
Okay. 试试看。啊，再起来试试看。
我要啊，我没有说我不要，我已经略定了。
Okay?
Yeah.
Any more questions? Thank you.
Any question? Xiao Ta ask your teacher, no?
She can ask me privately.
Hey, Irene, how you think about Irene?
Irene 不用的，她会一起去吗？他
She was
们
doing for me, and then she was like very stern because she said that when she talk, right, it's not she talk. It's
Yeah, I won't talk to you like that. But you are very stubborn.
I'm also very strong.
Yeah.
I've got a strong face.
Yeah. So you didn't want to.
太这个做了
You know how difficult it was for you? Yeah. So I wasn't there. Somebody else took over. Yeah. I won't speak to you like that. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I talked to her. When she was so stubbornly that she doesn't want to release, I say, hey, you have to try, you know, and I counsel her instead of she counseling me.
We take turns, like, it's not why must I will be always the counselor. You can also be the counselor. Yeah or not? We help each other, right?
Yeah.
That's how we counsel a lot of people.
Good.
Use
Yeah.
the tarot card. Same actually is the same. Because some people want to see image, want to know something, right?
Today
Then
she
you
earn
use
a lot
tarot
of
card
money.
to educate.
Donation. Everything's in the box.
Another way of counseling.
She earned a lot of
This is a
money
good.
for the donation.
The people believe all this.
Yeah.
It's very fast going.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
It's good. So he become a second of counselor here, volunteer here.
Now, her face has changed from
Yeah,
what it
changed
was
a lot.
before. Very good now. Much
Yeah.
better than what you were.
More compassionate. Basically. Last time was very fierce.
Thank you for listening to me.
Thanks, Rochelle.
Okay, I will